So we all know about the Apple ecosystem centered around the iPhone and the Mac. There are a ton of services that are seamlessly integrated together for these devices like iMessage, iCloud, AirDrop, Apple Passwords, and more, which are really convenient while also locking down users into their ecosystem so they keep buying Apple products. On the other hand, we have Google's more service-driven ecosystem with Gmail, Google Calendar, YouTube, Google Drive, and more, but another ecosystem that has low-key stood the test of time is Samsung's. Even though their Galaxy phones are pretty central to their business, and they also make all kinds of other electronics and household appliances that do tie in some way together, you might not know it, but Samsung has been making laptops for a long time now. And I've personally always been curious about the integration between their phones and laptops, just like how well integrated iOS and Mac are. Since I've been daily driving the Galaxy Book 4 Edge and a Galaxy S24 Plus together in the last few weeks, I wanted to deep dive into how good this Samsung ecosystem is and let you guys know if it's actually worth buying into. Just in terms of the devices themselves, what I can say is Samsung makes some really good hardware. Top tier displays on both with very effective anti-reflective glass on the Galaxy Book, simple but sleek looking designs, really quick and functional fingerprint sensors, comfortable and solid tactile buttons and keyboard, good consistent day-to-day performance, and low-key very stable software with way less bugs compared to other OEMs. These are Samsung's top premium lines for phones and laptops, so all this is not a super surprise, but the one difference is that while the phone is all around premium feeling with all aluminum and glass materials, the Galaxy Book misses here and there and doesn't feel as well built. Its build is a mix of aluminum, glass, and recycled plastic, and it's pretty obvious where it is made of plastic material. There's actually a lot of creaking in quite a few of the areas, especially near the hinge here. Also, having such a thin top lid, it doesn't have much of a satisfying closing sound. The trackpad is nice and spacious, but it being a traditional rocking, non-haptic trackpad, it doesn't give off that premium laptop feel. A lot of these trade-offs seems to be for thinness and portability, which are important, but being honest, the overall hardware on Samsung laptops just doesn't feel as well put together as their phones. But if something does go wrong, what I do appreciate about Samsung is their support. They're one of the few phone and laptop OEMs that have physical stores globally with lots of official repair partners. I can't guarantee that all problems and tickets get solved smoothly, but it's pretty easy to at least get in contact with someone who's officially involved with Samsung to check out your unit. And on top of that, you get long and relatively fast software support for both devices, at least 7 years of OS and security updates for the Galaxy S24, and basically never-ending Windows updates with detailed Samsung dedicated firmware. So even though I can't speak for the value you're getting for these Samsung devices in terms of raw specs, there's not many other options that provide this level of widespread support for both hardware and software. Speaking of software, let's now dig into the integration and how these two devices talk to each other. So even though the Galaxy Book is running Microsoft's Windows and the S24 is technically running Google's Android OS, the downloadable Samsung services and apps give you a ton of options to play with. You can sync up and access your Samsung Notes, you can sync up your phone photos with Samsung Gallery, there is Samsung's password manager that syncs across and you can only use on Samsung devices, which is super convenient for saving secure passwords and autofill. Then there's Samsung DeX, which typically gives your phone a desktop-like environment when connected to a monitor, but instead of a monitor, you can do this right on your laptop display and basically have all your phone's files and apps right on your laptop, so you can use a keyboard and trackpad to access everything on your phone. Now, all these features are definitely nice to have, but I personally use multi-platform alternatives for most of these services except maybe DeX, so these aren't super important to me. But what are actually most important to me are QuickShare, SmartThings, and PhoneLink. QuickShare works just like AirDrop, where you can send all kinds of files between your Galaxy phone and laptop. It's not built in natively on Windows 11 since it's a separate app, but it's actually really fast and super convenient to use. SmartThings is Samsung's long-running, robust home automation service, and you can access it on both devices to control your smart home, TV, or even to locate your other paired devices like smart tags. And last but not least is PhoneLink. As you probably know, PhoneLink is available on all Windows 11 devices, and you can use it to sync up any Android phone's texts, calls, notifications, and even view and transfer your phone's photos. But if you have a Samsung Galaxy phone, you get some semi-exclusive PhoneLink features that are really useful. There's app casting, so you can directly use your phone right from your laptop, and you can even drag and drop files from your computer. I don't really feel the need to do this since my phone has to be unlocked and most of my apps are available as web apps, but it's nice to have that option. Then there's cross-device copy and paste syncing, which is extremely useful for me. No need to email yourself or send a message to a friend just to send yourself a link or something like that. You just copy the text or even an image from your laptop and you can paste it anywhere on your phone. It's really instant to sync up, so there's no delay and it just works. And my favorite Samsung exclusive PhoneLink feature is Instant Hotspot. When you turn this on, PhoneLink automatically turns on your phone's hotspot and gets your laptop connected to your cell network. This one is also quick without much delay at all, and it's really useful if you do like to use your laptop in public areas, so you don't have to connect to a public network and you also don't need a 5G laptop with a data plan anymore. So yeah, tons of things you can do between the Galaxy S24 and the Galaxy Book 4 Edge that make this ecosystem look really appealing. But this is where I share the caveats and overlaps that make this Samsung only ecosystem look a lot less necessary. While a lot of the Samsung Windows apps are exclusive to these Galaxy laptops like Notes and Flow, some of these essential ones are actually available on any Windows PC. Samsung Dex is a Windows app that can be installed on any Windows device, so you can connect your Galaxy phone to a non-Galaxy laptop and Dex still works. QuickShare is available on non-Samsung Windows devices, so as long as you have a Samsung phone and any Windows laptop, you can still transfer files between your devices. Plus, even for the Samsung only apps like Samsung Notes and Samsung Pass, there are a ton of multi-platform alternatives offering the same or more features that don't tie you down to Samsung devices. And like I mentioned, PhoneLink works for any Windows device with any Android phone, so you can still call, text, and sync up notifications without having a Samsung device. So for me at least, it really all comes down to, do I want copy and paste syncing and instant hotspot? Those are very convenient and I love using them, but personally, they're not super important that I need to keep buying only Samsung laptops and phones. So in the end, I'll say that Samsung makes sleek, really reliable phones and laptops. They may charge a bit of a premium compared to other OEMs, but it can be justified by the widespread software and customer support their reach brings. But on the software side, even though there's a lot you can do between a Samsung phone and a Samsung laptop, most features are technically not exclusive to this Samsung only combo. To be honest, I am a bit disappointed that there aren't much more benefits to being a part of Samsung's ecosystem, especially since these are expensive devices. So those are just my thoughts after using the Galaxy S24 Plus and a Galaxy Book 4 Edge together for almost a month. Let me know in the comments if you agree or disagree with my thoughts here, or if I missed anything. My full review on the Galaxy Book 4 Edge is still coming up, so make sure to subscribe to the channel to see that. Thanks again, and I'll see you guys on the next video.